So as I was building the fillets and trying to get better results, I realized that the entire approach doesn't really make sense because of this edge and the way that these fillets kind of intersect into a sharp edge. So if you really do want to get good results, one of the easiest and best ways to get better results would be selecting these surfaces, and you can copy them. And I'm going to use the grid snap, and we're going to move these surfaces up here. And if you're wondering how I got this surface, let me just show you how I did that. I just selected this surface here, which is essentially a sphere that's been distorted. I just scaled in different proportions. And so you can copy this surface here, move it, and if you untrim all, you'll get this surface. Now, one thing to keep in mind is everything I'm copying these surfaces and this object, every time I'm moving them exactly by 5 squares, which in this case is exactly 1 unit away. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because it makes the workflow a lot easier. For example, if I wanted to build here, refine this entire object as a solid, and then replace this new object instead of that one, I could just move it by 1 unit, and that's it. So it kind of speeds up the process, and it makes it easier to see what you're doing. And you can still refer to things like the original surface that you started from, or the fillet surface that you had created originally that you might want to reuse for some reason. I don't know, sometimes some of the details you used on one of your objects might be needed as a reference for other reasons. So, as I said before, the first thing we want to do here is we want to rotate this object because it has an edge here. So we'll take the object, rotate, and find the center, rotate it by 180 degrees. You can do it manually if you hold shift or just type in 180. Now to trim this surface here, we'll have to untrim these side surfaces. Once we do that, we should be able to select them and trim everything else. At this point, we should be able to select this one surface here and trim all of these ones. And it seems like it's not working for this guy here because it's not the same height, and it just goes far beyond the object we're selecting. So to fix that, all we have to do is use something like this bottom surface. And so this is one of the reasons why you don't want to just delete the object and rebuild, because you can always use some of these original surfaces, such as this one. So if I want to, I can copy this by 1, and now I've got the surface I would need. Now, one of the problems here with this surface is that it's been trimmed twice. I'm not sure why that happened, but it doesn't matter. I can just untrim this surface to get a flat surface to work from, and then with this, it becomes much easier to just select everything except the surface we want to trim and just go in and trim whatever goes beyond. It was a strange way to explain it, but if you select everything, it usually makes the cutting process a lot quicker and easier. So yeah, here you go. So now we have a clean object, a clean solid. We can join it. Once everything is joined, you can also analyze it and check if there's any naked edges or open edges. And there is not. There is no naked edges on this solid. So if we wanted to create smooth transitional surfaces or fillets here, we could do it manually, or a better way to do it would be using the default fillet edge. So if you use a default fillet edge out here with something like 0.1 millimeter, I'm not sure exactly what it would look like. Yeah, so it's below the tolerances, right? Like the main reason why we had this open edge here, this naked edge, is because we're way below the tolerances. So if we do a fillet edge of 0.001, we're right at the tolerances, right? Like that's the tolerances that we've set for this model. So if you did this, it could technically fail because the edge is gonna go below this tolerance number. So it's another thing to keep in mind. Like if you want to make sure that you don't have naked edges as a result of an automated feature like the fillet edge, then you should definitely select a number that is above 0.001. Otherwise, if you really need to have a surface that small, just crank up the absolute tolerances to 0.0001 so that your surface automatically can create a clean edge. Otherwise, if you're asking it to do something that's below its tolerances, of course it is going to fail. So yeah, that should give you a better idea of why you got this naked edge before. But yeah, so let's say we're doing a 0.01 fillet on here, then we'll select all of these, and right away we should get some better results. And we do not actually, because it goes beyond the edges. It would create some issue down here. So that's similar to the tolerances issue. If you're asking it for something that's too large, that requires the software to trim a third surface which is not selected as part of the edge, then it's going to create some more problems. So let's make sure that it is below 0.01, so 0.007, that should do the job. And it's still too large. Let's try something else. 0.004. And this time it worked, but it's giving us an open edge on the side, which again, as I explained before, it's due to the tolerances which are not low enough. So in theory, if I go in and I increase these tolerances by an additional 10%, or 100%, I'm not sure exactly, yeah. Anyway, just increase the tolerances by one more zero, and it should give you better results for this automated feature. And if it does not, it might be because of the trimming, so you might have to trim again. But yeah, see, I used exactly the same settings, and because my tolerances are smaller than before, now I get better results, and it comes to a single edge, which is kind of a desired result that we've been looking for. One thing that's strange though is that they do not match. There's no way they could match because it's a radial intersection, and it's complicated because it's kind of like making a cylinder, but the cylinder changes depending on the curvature of this top surface, and because it is not symmetrical, then the size of this radii stays the same, but the curvature, which has an effect on where this radii begins and ends, may not match on this side as it would on this side. So the best way to proceed here would be to create a fillet edge on both these two sides as well as this one. Now if you're going to do that, you might as well just select this edge and this edge. And now you get something really smooth with some really nice transitional surfaces here. Now this one is not ideal up here, but it should do the job. It's such a small detail that it shouldn't be a problem. The main thing I would watch out for is whether you have a naked edge or not, and in this case you do not have a naked edge, which means this model is nice and clean. So that's what I would recommend for this specific model. Just make sure you go under your settings and crank up the absolute tolerance for your entire model. Also, I would recommend using millimeters because it's just clearer in terms of the scale that you're working with. It just makes everything a lot more clear, because obviously when you're working with inches, you typically think of half an inch, quarter of an inch, but once you get to a 1/16th of an inch, it becomes very confusing. So with centimeters and millimeters, you're working with 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters, and just makes the whole process a lot easier. So I would definitely recommend that you use millimeters and crank down your tolerances so that the computer can automatically create the fillets for you. Another solution, if you don't want to change your tolerances, would be to increase the size of your object. Obviously, this button is far below 1 centimeter, Actually, it's according to the scale, it should be smaller than 1 millimeter, I think. But the bottom line here is that the object is so small that it's far below the tolerances that the software is able to use to compute the fillet surfaces. So all you have to do is increase the tolerances to get this type of result.